Lima Climate Analysis by Anne. This is a graph of the average precipitation and temperatures of Lima. The bar graph shows the average precipitation. The line graph shows the average high and low temperatures. Lima has two seasons, a summer and a winter. In the summer, the temperatures are warmer and the fog lifts a little. In the winter, the temperatures are colder and there is more fog. Lima's low average temperatures range from 12 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius, and the high average temperatures range from 24 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Lima has very low precipitation, with some months that go without a droplet of rain. The average precipitation is 0.6 millimeters per month. There are many factors that affect Lima's climate. The first factor is latitude. Lima's latitude is 12 degrees south, which is in the tropical zone, creating a smaller temperature range. The next factor is the nearness to mountain ranges. Lima is located on the foothills of the Cordillera de los Andes mountain range and on the leeward side of it. For Lima is on the leeward side of the mountain, it is in a rain shadow, thus this contributes to the reason why Lima has almost no precipitation. Ocean currents is a major factor that affects Lima's climate. The Humboldt Current, also known as the Peru Current, runs right next to the coast off of Lima. The water vapor off the Peru Current do cool and rise, but they create fog and low clouds rather than forming precipitation. This is because the atmospheric stability in Lima is very stable, so there isn't a lot of vertical motion, causing the air not to rise high enough to form rain clouds. This is another vital reason why Lima does not have a lot of precipitation. Nearness to oceans or bodies of water is also a factor that affects Lima's climate because the cool air from the oceans cause Lima to have lower temperatures than other cities at similar latitudes. The next factor that affects Lima's climate is the prevailing winds. The southeasterly trade winds blow over the Andes Mountains, so when the winds have crossed the Andes Mountains, there is no more water vapor, causing Lima to have little precipitation. Altitude is one of the factors that only slightly affect Lima's climate in certain areas. Lima's altitude ranges from 550 meters to 1,550 meters because it is on the foothill of the mountain, so when you are closer to the mountain range, you have a higher elevation. When you have a higher elevation, your temperature decreases, so this would only affect certain areas of Lima that are closer to the mountains. Lima is located in the arid region. Lima fits the basic traits of the arid region, such as being affected by a cold current, which would be the Peru Current. Another trait is that it is in a rain shadow of a mountain, which is the Andes Mountains. Also, it should only have two seasons, which in Lima's case is summer and winter. The fourth trait is that the location must receive less than 25 centimeters of rain per year, but Lima fits this trait with only 13 centimeters yearly. I have compared Lima's climate with Brasilia's climate because they are both at similar latitudes. Despite their similar latitude, they have many differences in climate. In the graph comparing the precipitation of the two locations, Lima shows almost no precipitation at all, the blank areas showing that these months have had no precipitation altogether. On the other hand, Brasilia's yearly precipitation is 1,552 milliliters, which is about 119 times more than Lima's annual precipitation. The second graph shows a comparison between the high and low average temperatures of Brasilia and Lima. Lima has cooler temperatures than Brasilia because Lima is located directly off the shores where the cool air from the ocean reaches. But unlike Lima, Brasilia is located in the middle of the continent. Also, Brasilia has a distinct wet and dry season like shown on the graph, whereas Lima does not. This graph has been data that shows the change of Lima's climate over 50 years. As we can see, the dark straight line that is at a slight tilt shows the average temperatures of Lima slowly has been increasing due to global warming. Currently in Peru, the flood risks in rivers have risen due to the glaciers melting in Peru. The National Commission on Climate Change in Lima have predicted that if the rapid speed of glaciers melting in Peru continues, all glaciers in Peru under 18,000 feet will disappear in the next decade. Glaciers melting have negatively impacted the citizens in Peru. Because of the lack of precipitation, glaciers has always been the source of water to the people in Peru. But as glaciers melt, the main source of water disappears. These are my resources and my image credits. Thank you for watching.